Hi guys, in this video we're going to talk about how to make more pre-orders on Shopify. So how to lock in revenue before your stock arrives, how to drive urgency from the product page, and maybe how to build out a playbook of certain tactics that you can draw from again and again and make sure most, if not all, of your pre-order campaigns going forward are a success. So let's look at some real tactics from real stores, and we'll go through each product page and I'll outline how you can do this for yourself and why it's important, powerful technique. So first up is limited editions, so limited runs. This is Fenty Beauty, one of Rihanna's brands, and this is their limited edition collection. And you can see they've got absolute heaps of limited editions. This obviously works really well for them. Some of them will be pre-orders, some of them will just be buy nows, but it's a really nice way to kind of drive urgency to purchase. Limited edition implies that it's a limited amount of stock, and once it's gone, it's gone. So that's one really good way to drive sales for pre-orders. Next, let's look at a tried and tested pre-order technique, and that's giving a pre-order specific discount. So you'll get this discount if you pre-order, but if you wait until the product's available, I mean, stock's in the warehouse and it can be shipped out the next day, you won't get the discount. So it's a tried and tested technique to drive pre-orders and get people to convert. And you can see here is the Mindset Journal. They're taking a 20% early bird discount off the price, and they're saying they're going to ship in August. And if you're willing to commit to that now, you'll grab the discount. That's we see that all the time. So running pre-products, a pre-order app I work on, that is maybe it's the number one technique people use, and it's tried and tested. You'll also see that they're bolting on this time window as well. So they're calling it a sale, and they've got a countdown of when this pre-order discount will end and it'll return to buy now and you'll have to pay full price. Cool. So let's move on to a more technical kind of pre-order, but it's still widely supported or supported somewhat. We support it, for example, and that's charging later pre-orders. So charging 0% upfront and then charging the rest later on down the road. And the great thing about this is you're not taking any money from customers upfront. Well, not until you're ready to kind of collect payment, and that eases the stress off you. So if shipping times are blown out, there's a delay with your supplies, something like that, that's outside of your control, no worries, you haven't taken any money from customers yet. All you've done is taken a pre-order, they'll click this, checkout, and let me just show you what this looks like. And you can see total due today is 0, and then total due in June is £76. So this is a really nice low friction way to get the sale from customers, but do it in a way which kind of mitigates the risk for both you and them. So that's charge later pre-orders. Another interesting technique which I came across, which we don't see a lot, but I really like it. It almost has a bit of a Kickstarter feel to it or something like that. And that's announcing that pre-orders can only be made in a certain time window. So I think this store, Good Smile, so they're out of Japan, they do a 24-hour window usually, I think. Here we go. Pre-orders can be placed from 24th to the 19th. Okay, so much longer this time, but the same principle applies. They're taking pre-orders only in this certain time window, and that's really making it explicit. Pre-order now or you'll miss out, and they actually take it a step further than that. They're not just saying you won't get a discount. They'll say this product will just not be available at all. It's just now. So it's almost like a limited run, but it's got an explicit end date. And I guess I'm not sure what happens to stock if they don't sell through all of it, or maybe they're I guess because it's a pre-order, maybe they're taking pre-orders up front, then ordering that certain number of units and just making sure they have zero waste at all, which is a really nice, elegant way to make everything work together and kind of tie the back of house processes as well. It kind of leads us on to the next one, which is honestly a big reason why a lot of fashion brands will choose pre-orders these days, and that's sustainability. So saying that you're going to just do pre-orders because you don't want to oversell, you don't want to contribute to fast fashion, and it's more of a environmental stand. And this is I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's Frahm. We often see these guys referenced because they mostly do pre-orders, so they do very few buy nows, and they've got a whole page on their policy and why they do pre-orders, and you'll see they've got the discounts popping up again. But their main thing is they don't want to overproduce. They just want to get the exact amount of pre-orders, the amount of sales that people are interested in. Then they'll produce those, and then that'll be it for that year. And I think sometimes they do styles once a year or maybe less frequently than that. So you'll see going through their site, we've got everything like that. And let's go to a product page. So their jackets, and I believe they're out of the UK. Yeah, so that's another really powerful thing. And of course, it's good for marketing. Consumers are getting ever more conscious about sustainability and that kind of thing. And then the last point is a little bit more about positioning and messaging. And that's positioning pre-orders as a way to join a kind of insiders club or be on the inside. So this is Daylight Computers, and they're a really interesting new brand I just came across. And they're just launching, again, as some kind of a little bit of a Kickstarter feel to this. But what they're doing is they've sold out of batch 1, batch 2, and you can see their estimated shipping times on that. But they're calling it a founder's edition. So they're saying you're actually getting in on the ground floor here. They're probably going to send updates out, share like kind of their journey as they're bringing this new product to market. And while they don't explicitly call it a pre-order, you can see that's what it is because they're talking about the ship date and everything like that. And you can really go to town on this. Like I mentioned with Kickstarter, they have these kind of reward tiers, and they'll say, yes, we'll do messaging, but in these higher reward tiers, you can even like join up meetups or Zoom calls or Ask Me Anything sessions. So it's a really nice kind of position to hone in on, especially if your company is just starting out. So that's 6 really actionable tactics you can do right now to make more pre-orders on Shopify. You'll see some shave the margin a little bit, like discounts, whereas others, like this more positioning technique or the limited time window to make a pre-order, still increase that urgency and that kind of incentive to purchase, but without you taking or making discounts on your product. And thanks for watching. So if you found this useful, of course, I'd appreciate a like below. And if you'd like to experiment with pre-orders for your own store, we currently have free trials on all of our paid plans, and we have a commission-only plan at the moment. So you can actually do it completely risk-free, see if you can start making some pre-orders, and then upgrade to one of the paid plans with less commission if it's working out. Cool. Thanks for your time. Cheers.